Welcome back. And now tune into the other side of sports. Me host Laws in the building. We got Aaron and we got returning back. My man D in the building.
Made it back.
Did you miss me?
Rocking out. I was watching the Martin reunion jump on BET. Y'all gotta watch it, dog. The nostalgia level on 99, dog. They really did a good job with it. And they bring in like little special guests and they kind of talk about all the different they do montages of the episodes and stuff. No, they were just talking about how they improv the jump. First of all, Martin is the greatest sitcom of all time, dog. The greatest family show is the Cosby Show, but the greatest sitcom, dog, is Martin, dog. I'm sorry. Martin on an island with that jump?
Yeah, you on an island.
What's better than that?
I can't say because my black card to get revoked, but I know with the black folk, hell, that joint trash. That joint trash. It's not funny at all. And Harold put on a montage about how it's not funny a couple years ago when somebody tried to say that joint was funnier than Martin. No laughs.
Not even close. The Office is.
I never seen The Office.
It's up there.
A couple clips.
It's up there though.
Hilarious.
I ain't even gonna hold you. That joint is up there. But dog, from a black experience, dog.
Okay, Martin, black, yes. The first 3 seasons, elite.
Dog, they had all the guests. They had Snoop on there, Biggie. Like, it was just was our culture in a nutshell. Like,
and you could tell he had a big hand in the production and things that went on in the show. A lot of times they'll give black people the title on the show and they're the main character, but they don't necessarily get a bunch of say or a bunch of writing in the production process. You could tell, and he's talked about several times like different episodes and how he influenced it. And then you also mentioned like Biggie and Snoop, whoever was the top guy, you would see those cameos, just different stuff like that from the culture that we could appreciate that we didn't really get anywhere else.
Yeah, facts. Definitely go check that joint out though. It's a good watch. It's a good watch. It's on BET.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In other news, they getting hemmed up right now. They're being sued for child pornography or what is it?
What's the context behind the joint?
Right.
So basically, they was in a sketch comedy with like little kids, and they were trying to do something about like it was a sketch on pedophilia.
How was that funny?
It wasn't. That's what I'm saying. And so Tiffany Haddish comes out and basically saying that she regrets being a part of it. Dog, this is where Bama's gonna learn. All money ain't good money. People try to get you involved in something. You got to say no.
What was this on though? Like it was a TV show? Or
was it YouTube or something?
I ain't never heard of a pedophile skit.
Yeah, dog. This junk no good.
So is this like available to see? Like what is?
I don't know if it ever like came out, but someone from that time that was, I guess, like the parents that are connected to the kids are suing them over this sketch. And at first they denied the jump, like, oh, this is just people grasping at straws trying to get money. But then I guess the heat picked up and there was some credibility to it. And so
when you tried to clown Lizzo, they're gonna go digging for anything they can find. That was the last straw.
Yeah, so career's going to take a major hit. I mean, Tiffany Haddish was in a lot of stuff, getting a lot of airplay, and stuff like this.
Hart. Yeah, because Kevin Hart was the one.
Was endorsing her.
Yeah.
So was Dave Chappelle. Like, I mean, I'd be interested to see what they have to say. But yeah, it's definitely not a good look at all. Our question of the day. I'm 25 and my girlfriend's 27. We've been together for 7 years. I love this woman more than I've ever loved anything, but I've noticed lately I've been less and less happy being with her. I'm a very affectionate kind of guy. I like to cuddle and be close to her, but she's not. She hates being cuddled. The only time I get to touch her is when we have sex, which isn't what I want in a partner. I'm 6'2" and I'm an electrician by trade, so it's not like I'm fat or gross. And that's what the Bama put. I've tried to ask her to be more affectionate, but she doesn't try. I don't know what to do because I don't want to be with someone I have to beg for affection for the rest of my life. But I also love her, and don't want to hurt her if I was to leave. What should I do? What should he do? Aaron D.
I'm about to say, Aaron, what do you suggest, man? What's your main man?
His wife or his or just his girl?
Just his girl, not a wife.
I'm not used to hearing dudes whine about affection. Usually it comes, from the other direction. And I don't know that affection is necessarily a function of just like a request. Usually that's personality types, like people's love languages and how they express, interest in somebody. So I don't think that's something you can kind of request. It's either in somebody, pause, or not. So if she's not as affectionate as you would want her to be, it sounds like maybe she's not your type if it's that important to you. So it might be time to get another one.
The thing
I'm
that's
trying to
crazy.
figure out what he love about her, dog.
That's what I'm trying to say. If that was an issue, I mean, they've been together since he was 18 years old. He said 7 years, and now he's 25. So I'm trying to understand, something changed between 18 and 25 that you're not getting no more. Has it been a change in her whole kind of way she operates? Has something changed? You know what I'm saying? With the relationship, is something else there that is underlying that's not being said in the letter? Because if you're not getting he said what?
No, go ahead.
No, I'll say, so if you're not getting affection in the beginning, I mean, why do you expect to get that 7 years later?
Or he was getting it and now he's not getting it.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Or he wasn't getting it from her, then he experienced getting it from somebody else. Because like if you start like 18 is kind of young to be in like a relationship kind of status where you understand relationships and affection and all that kind of stuff. So if he was been with her since he was 18, what else does he know? Like what other examples of, is he watching other couples? I don't really see guys doing stuff like that. Like, so to me, it sounded like he got a little office joint or something. Maybe not as an electrician, but he got some other joint who on the side and she affectionate. He's like, well, I like this. Why can't you?
Grabbing his hand.
You already know.
Rubbing his shoulder.
Yeah, it's a little strange to me hearing this come from a guy. And the only thing I can think of is some type of alternative affection pattern has shown up somewhere. And I just want to know where it's come from.
I mean, it could be TV too. YouTube, whatever you want to put it.
Instagram.
I'm just saying, man, like, because all that stuff is still taken into the subconscious, so you all kind of seeing it like, dang, that'd be nice if I could have.
I want that.
Yeah, she could rub my shoulders after a long day of, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever I do, and maybe he not getting what he want. I don't know.
So I wonder if he put his hands on her, like what she do, like get off me?
Does she retract? You know what I'm saying?
That could also be a symptom of a BDR, because if you cover from the hip with it, youngins, they be wanting to be touched all the time. It's very rare that I heard of a youngin who don't want to be touched at all. It's an unfeminine trait, it seems like. And that, to me, also spawns from her being disgusted or kind of resenting the Bama. It could be other stuff going on that he leaving out.
That's
like
it. His
part, the accountability. Like, is something going on to where it's like she not feeling you like that? Like you cheated on her, something where she don't trust you, she don't want to be touched. Usually it's something along those lines for a woman. And she couldn't have been through too much trauma, being that you've been with her since 18. So it's not like she was out in the streets getting put through the gauntlet. And then you got her and she got all of these, all of this damage. Like you had her since she was 18. So if any damage is based on you or something you've done. So I don't know.
Unless she moving around.
Oh, but that goes back to the BDR. He ain't taking care of business.
Yeah, you might need to talk to her about it. And you might just have an open conversation and ask the hard questions you ain't trying to ask right now.
That's the real talk right there. You gotta ask.
Come up with whole scenarios out of the thin air, just based on a question.
No, it's the facts.
The blanks.
That's what you gotta do.
Deductive reasoning, dog. On to some sports. LSU catches the late game loss to the Florida State Seminoles. Dog, it felt like they didn't play for 3 quarters, yeah. 4th quarter, they turned it on and basically got back into the game and then lost with a field goal block.
They didn't look dynamic at all. I'm used to LSU having a certain caliber of talent, especially on defense. Like the D line wasn't getting pressure like that. They look so regular. And I don't like him coming from Notre Dame. The SEC just has a certain look when you talk about the talent level, when you talk about the style of play. And it just seemed to me like LSU almost wasn't in the SEC anymore. Just from that one game.
I don't know what they need to figure out something because this is a bad loss. This is the first game of the year.
Season over.
Season over.
Nah, it's not over, man. If you're going to lose a game, it's best to lose it in the beginning of the season as opposed to late in the season because that's where you can't recover if you have a late season.
But if you lose to them jokers and you still got to play Alabama, you still got to play Auburn and all these, you about to go through the gauntlet.
Yeah, you got to win those games. Yeah, I hear you on that. I mean, those will become.
You need these early ones, though. You need these early ones.
But you know how the ranking go. You got to take that L. If you take an L, it's better to have it in the beginning of the season than it is late in the season.
But let's say Florida State turned out to be some mashed potatoes, and then you lost to them. That's gonna hurt you.
Right, they weren't ranked. So, like, unless it's an anomaly, and it's just looking at the way the players played and nobody really popped off the screen, especially the quarterback, I don't see them recovering, like having a great recovery and it's just being a part of their story.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't see, the quarterback was very underwhelming to me. And I just think maybe he's young. He's still got a young frame. I think they're going to struggle all year.
You know what's funny, though? Before Joe Burrow, there really wasn't a quarterback in LSU they can call. You know what I'm saying? That was like a dynamic quarterback. Before that, it was always like their defense and their run game, and that was it.
And they didn't have that. What was it, day before yesterday?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, they played better towards the 4th quarter and tried to turn it around, but it just wasn't enough. Yeah, LSU they got a tough road. They got a tough road. On to some NFL, dog. This is the week. It starts. This is what we here for. This is what we've been waiting on. Christmas is coming, dog. How excited are you about your Giants, D?
I'm excited now. I put it like that. I'm excited now. But ask me again in like about week 5 or 6 if I'm still excited.
Okay.
What Danny Dimes gonna do this year? It's a pivotal year for him in his career.
Yes, it is, and we got to take off the Danny Dimes part. We got to take that away. He need to earn that.
Again?
He got to earn that back.
He's Daniel Jones.
Danielson.
That's all he is right now. But I'm more interested to see. I don't expect a lot from the team, honestly, because we have a roster that had to get upheaval because of the nonsense that was happening prior. And so it's a major change. And of course, we got all these new coaches. We got a new general manager. It's a whole new everything, which we have never had in a very, very long time. So I just want them to go out there and just compete. And also, you can see the improvement. I want to see improvement. I don't want to see the same thing I saw the last 3 years. I don't want to see that no more 4 years, 5 years. I don't want to see that. If we take an L, but we're still competitive, I would take that as a kind of building block until the next season and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And even that's hard to tell because Joe Judge gave us a good building block, and then look how that turned out. So
Mm-hmm. Ultimately, what do you see y'all record being for the year?
I can see us maybe winning 5 games.
That's rough.
I can see us winning 5 games.
5 games? Yeah.
5 games. I feel like a minimum 5, 5 games. That's what I would say. I just don't have a lot of hope because I don't know about I would say I have a lot of hope on that offensive line. Seems to be a lot better than what it was the last 10 years, right before Eli Manning and all that stuff, before everything that happened, the last Super Bowl run when we had a good offensive line. So that's how I see it. I see like this offensive line with what we had, with the young draft pick last year, and then of course we got the top offensive lineman this year, and then a couple other pieces we put together. I have a lot of high hopes for the O-line and the run game this year, and then Saquon coming back. So I just hope but that's all I can do right now. But I just expect more from the offense this year than ever before, because we got the quarterback coach from the Kansas City Chiefs, and he's going to be the one calling the plays. So I'm expecting the offense to just be better, more creative than what we had before in the past. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for debits. I'm looking for progress, improvements.
Okay. We are here, OSS Pick'em. If you want to join, still time left. There's still time left to get in it. You just gotta DM me at OSS980 on IG. I'm gonna start a chat. We'll have the spreads in the chat. You just have to submit your picks by Wednesday at 8 p.m. every week, and you got it. Your picks will be in the mix for a chance to win.
Second place.
Second. Oh yeah. He started the trash talk early already. So I got my little, I'm gonna have a spreadsheet. Everybody will be able to see week to week where everybody's staying in the numbers. This is week 1. We are here. First game is Thursday night. Buffalo Bills at the Rams. The Buffalo Bills are favored to win this game as the away team at 2.5. Who are you going with?
I got the Rams.
I'm going with the Rams as well. D?
Yeah, let me get the Rams.
We are unanimous. Oh, out the gate. The gate, we unanimous.
That's a fail.
That is a fail, dog. That is a fail. Going to be a good game. Aaron Donald, you see they try to keep the joint on the wraps. The Bama swung 2 helmets like a helicopter. They tried to murder my man on the field. He got away with it because they said they're going to handle it internally.
Right.
What does that even mean, dog?
You know what that means. That means no suspensions, nothing.
Yeah, come on, bro. He's going to be on the field. So it's a whole bunch of, Rams got Allen Robinson. They're going to test out that new car. It's just, this is going to be a good one. Definitely a good game to start the season off. That's a fact. And we got San Francisco 49ers at the Chicago Bears. San Fran's favored -7. Trey Lance and gang going into Chicago. Well, who y'all got in this one?
I got Chicago to cover.
Okay. Let me get San Francisco.
Aaron going with Chicago. D going with San Francisco. I'm going to go with Chicago to cover.
Do y'all believe that they're going to win, though? The Niners are going to win the game?
I think the Niners going to win.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't believe by 7, though. I don't even think
close.
I think a field goal game.
Then we got New Orleans Saints at the Atlanta Falcons. Drake London, who knows if he's going to play. He returned back to practice, but we'll see. Whole new look, Atlanta Falcons for the most part. New Orleans Saints.
That's new look.
Basically getting Jameis back. Alvin Kamara is not going to be suspended for the year, so he's going to be out there. Michael Thomas is back. Olave, they retooled their offense. I watched a little bit of the Saints in the preseason. No, their offensive line looked real good. The D line and the defense look real good. I'm going with the Saints.
Let me get the Saints also.
Aaron?
Saints.
We unanimous. Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals. Pittsburgh got a whole new look at quarterback. They got Mitchell Trubisky.
Lock.
Cincinnati Bengals coming back from going to a Super Bowl. I'm going with the Steelers.
Separation starts.
I'm talking a lot of trash. I'm gonna go with the Bengals though, and mainly because Mitch is the quarterback for the Steelers this week. So
Bengals.
Yeah.
All right, I'm a Lone Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think Tomlin is just gonna go out that jump and just get his head batted in. They play very competitive football. He always has his team prepared to play. I think that they will lean on Mitchell Trubisky's strengths and not his weaknesses and put them in the best position to win, dog. Play hard-nosed defense. run the rock effectively, and limit Mitchell Trubisky throwing the ball 40 times.
It's hard to run when the other team know your quarterback can't throw the ball.
And the Bengals have a very good defense, as they showed last year. So
and they're gonna put up offensive points, so you ain't gonna be able to lean on that 1950s football.
Okay. Eagles at Detroit. Detroit is favored. The Eagles are favored -4.
Eagles.
I know y'all been watching the Hard Knocks.
Yeah,
Lions trying to change the losing culture.
Yeah, that's embedded. That's grandfathered. Let me get Philly.
Yeah, we unanimous here. I'm going with Philly to cover the 4.
Okay, we unanimous again.
New England Patriots at the Miami Dolphins. New look Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. Tua's the quarterback versus Mac Jones.
Give me the Patriots to cover.
Let me get the Pats as well.
No concerns about the offensive coordinator not being
Joe Judge, being Joe Judge, or I forgot his name, the other guy's name, but yeah, I hear what you're saying. But you already know how they're going to call their plays. It's going to be really smash mouth, run the ball, and then they're going to hit you with the short passing game as a running game as well. But I still got New England.
I got New England too. We're unanimous.
You were talking like you was getting ready.
Walk on the wild side.
Right.
Baltimore Ravens at the New York Jets. Baltimore's favorite -6.5.
Lot.
They're talking about Zach Wilson could play.
Nah, he's not playing.
They're gonna double this spread. They're gonna win by 2 touchdowns. Give me Baltimore.
We unanimous.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody picking the Jets though.
Nah. Especially without Zach. But I'm gonna say I feel like the Jets team overall is better than what people expected to be. But they're not beating the Ravens though.
It's not happening. Okay, in the game of the week.
Oh, that spread creeping down though. It's creeping down. All the money going on the Jags.
Does it make you more inclined
I'm
to
taking
take
the Commanders. I'm taking the Commanders. I'm gonna stick with the formula.
You're not going with your boy Aaron? I thought you were going with your boy in Jacksonville. I'm shocked.
I am by taking the Commanders. You just gotta let it happen.
I'm going with the Jacksonville.
Jacksonville's one of those teams, man. Let me go Jacksonville as well. Week 1 is so difficult. The first 5 games of the season are very difficult to call. Okay, this is really. I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. Yeah, this is really like a 3rd preseason game, like a 4th preseason game, like the way it used to be.
Jaguars gonna be ready for Carson Wentz and the Bama's, dog. I'm telling you right now. They improve. Browns at Panthers. Media was getting on Baker Mayfield for saying he about to beat the dog out the Cleveland Browns.
That means 4 picks. Give me the Brown.
Oh man. Who is the quarterback again playing for the Browns? Starting?
Jacoby Brissett.
So he's going to be the starter. Okay. Let me get Browns.
I'm going with the Panthers.
Yeah, let me switch it. I'm going Carolina.
Colts at Houston. Houston Texans at home. Underdogs 7 point.
Give me the Texans to cover.
Let me get the Colts.
Davis Mills, most improved player of the year. Do they have that in the NFL? I don't think so. But still.
I thought they did have that most improved player.
They might.
I'm going with D on this one. We rocking with the Colts. Your Giants, D, at the Titans.
Let me get Tennessee.
Giants underdogs.
Mm-hmm. As they should be. Let me get Tennessee.
I'm going with the Giants. I believe in the new regime.
We just don't start off good in the beginning of a season. It's always kind of
that was the old regime, dog. That's the old regime.
Even when we had Coughlin, there was always a slow burn. We had to rise up. It was like we start off slow and then we get better as the season progresses. But we're gonna say this is, like you said, this is different.
Aaron?
Titans.
I'm the Lone Ranger again.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins And the Green Bay Packers, Green Bay's favored by 1.5.
That's it.
Where are they're playing in Minnesota or Green
Yeah.
Bay? Minnesota, okay.
In Minnesota.
Let me get Green Bay. But 1.5, they just gotta really win the game. Daniel Jones said he admired Kirk Cousins' game.
Who? Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I was like, that's gonna
I pick Green Bay.
You pick Green Bay? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Green. Dang. I'm gonna go Green Bay. Yeah,
Chiefs.
definitely. Yeah.
Chiefs at Cardinals. We get to see if Kyler Murray studied his playbook.
Let me get the Chiefs, even though they have a hard time covering.
Give me the Cardinals to cover.
Rocking with the Chiefs. Raiders at Chargers. Chargers are favored. 3.5 at home.
Yeah, it's a lot of good games this first week of the season.
A lot of good games.
Chargers.
I'm going to go with the Chargers as well.
Dang, unanimous.
Nobody's buying the hype of the new look Raiders.
That's the thing, man. It's so early in the season. It's the first game, and you don't know what these teams are really going to be looking like. I don't feel like just the Chargers they've been together longer as a unit.
Yeah, they got an improved defense too.
That too as well.
They got Khalil Mack added to that. They got their corners back. And
they got their quarterback, so it's just a whole lot to overcome. But the team that just had to been playing up to their level. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, sorry. Shout out my man Van, dog. I know he want me to pick the Raiders. I just can't do it, dog. I just can't do it. Third Sunday night, Tom Brady. The word on the street is his wife was about to leave him because he unretired and came back to the NFL.
Oh, for real?
Spend time with the family.
Yeah.
She wasn't going nowhere.
Nah.
You can't find another Tom Brady on the street.
No,
that's the fact.
Not even close.
I'm going with the Buccaneers here, dog. No way I'm picking the black Kirk Cousins in this one.
Hey, that statement you just made makes you think like, Yeah. All right. And that offensive line in Dallas, I don't know.
They just signed Peters.
Yeah. But that tells you the desperation they got to sign him, where he wasn't even playing like that. And then he wasn't playing up to his normal level. I'm going Tampa Bay, though.
Lone Wolf, give me the Cowboys.
All I need is one field goal, and that's it.
All right. And the Monday night, Denver Broncos at the Seattle Seahawks. And we'll get back time.
It's going to be an ass thrashing.
Pete Carroll says that he thinks that they're a 10-win team, and he doubles down on the fact that they're not rebuilding.
Huh?
He 90. He got to say that. But give me the Broncos and a lot.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Who is Seattle's quarterback?
Geno.
Geno.
I thought it was somebody else that was okay. So if it's Geno, that
don't change nothing.
At least helps if you have a good quarterback keep you in the game, but they don't even have that. Offensive line's always been spotty, and he's the reason why that offensive line was able to be the way it was for so long, and they still compete. And now that Wilson is gone.
And they want to run 1,000 times anyway. They hated to pass the ball when they did. So
right.
They about to get thrashed.
You going with Broncos, D?
Yeah. I thought I said Denver.
We unanimous.
Yeah.
You tease that one. Lock.
Those are our games of this week. Week 1. We hype. We got some stuff on tap too. We're going to talk about Denny Avdia, dog. Don't think I forgot. These Wizards fans, I remember when the basketball season get here, don't worry. I'm going to give y'all 25 games to let him be a scrub. And then we're gonna go into it. So I just want y'all to keep that in the back of your mind because I don't forget, bro.
Didn't somebody bet me he was going to be averaging like 16 a game?
Dog, I already got them all written down, bro. All written down. People... The other in the Euro League, Bama scored 3 points. Talking about the team on his back and all these other excuses. And I don't worry, I got something for y'all. Follow us at OSS980 at Other Side of Sports. Shout out to Sports Reality, Jeremy John. We're gonna get him on here. You know he part of the pick'em. Shout out to Lance J Radio. Shout out to Sports Talk Tasha. Shout out to Holly Cotton. Shout out to Jenna Garcia. Everybody who rock with us heavy. Subscribe to the channel. Share the content. And we out.